Thanks for joining me. Today I'm at the Point of Ayre Nature Reserve. I've not been here for a couple of years, so I thought I'd come back and have a look, see anything that's changed. As you can see, there's the opening times, Wednesday to Sunday 9 AM until sunset. Free admission, but no dogs, I'm afraid, understandably. As I said, it's free admission, but there is a donations box there if you wish to. Just follow the path in through the gate here and it'll take you round to the hide. I'll have a look at the information board. Here's the first of the notice boards. Welcome to this special place for birds and people. As you can see, there's a map of the place and the different paths you can walk around and what to see. So on the right as you come round, there's some seating area there. There's a map of the Isle of Man. The site itself is a former quarry, so hats off to anyone who helped build this and restore it to what it is now. It's an absolute credit to them. A few more notice boards on the left showing the different birds you can see here. I believe so far there's been over 200 different species in this site in the last year or two. It's not just birds they're trying to attract to the area, it's also butterflies and dragonflies, various insects, and the different habitats they've got up here that encourage them. Just as you come up the hill on your right, it's the first sight of the water. Not sure if you can make it out, but there's some swans in there. Last time I was here there was about 4 pairs. Just on the left there's another wet area, but with all this dry weather we've had lately, obviously it's a lot drier than it would be normally. As I mentioned earlier, they're trying to encourage dragonflies, and this is one of the areas for doing that. Like I said, it's a lot drier than normal. There's different signposts for the different trails. That's a scrubland trail, that's just on the left. And then on the main path, there's that one. Come to this area here where you can just hide. You can just peer out. Not a lot to see today though, it's quite quiet. As you can see, ragwort, or as it's known on the Isle of Man, cushick. It's our national flower. Another sign mentioned the heath bee fly. Can't say I've heard of one of them before. Following the path round now, some other viewing areas, so I'll have a look at there. Here we are at the sand martin bank. They nest in the cliff walls. So we've made this fake one. Emperor dragonflies. Not seen any yet, but they're certainly here. Here we've got a bat box, an artificial roost for them. Apparently 8 of the 9 bat species found in the Isle of Man have been recorded here at the reserve. Been a nice walk so far. Been walking around about 10-15 minutes. It's all sandy underneath, Be not ideal for wheelchair users, I'm afraid, but if you're fit, it's no problem. It's very dry though. One thing I have noticed is so brown, like the rest of the island. We've had such a dry spell. I'll have to come back later in the year. On my left, as I'm approaching Hemmings View, there's this big watery patch here. Give you an idea, like I said at one time, this was a quarry. There's birds out there, can't make them out. Here we are at Hemmings View. Let's see what the view's like. Quite quiet on the water today, so I'm going to head back and see if I can go have a look in the hide again. Here we are at the Collister Hide. Let's go in. As you can see, all different birds on the wall here, so you know what you're looking out for. Warblers, swifts, waders. Swans, peregrines, ducks, cormorants. One thing I have seen today is a cormorant. And these are the different gulls you get here. Everyone's used to the common gull or the herring gull in the Isle of Man. There are bird watcher books there. You can help yourself if you leave a donation for Manx BirdLife. Fair enough. Here's the observation windows, so you get a good view. And there's a monocular down the bottom there you can use if you haven't got your own. On the desk is a book and you can write down what you've seen. Like I said, there's the donations thing there, pin badges for sale, information board and the sightings board there. Not only have you got a good view of the birds, it's a good view of the north of the island there towards Ramsey and Snaefell. That's a chuff. Right, that's me. I'm going to head back to the car. There wasn't a lot to see today, bird-wise. Plenty of gulls, cormorants, saw a chuff there, and there was some geese at the far side. I couldn't work out what they were, but you can certainly hear them if you're ever coming up this area camping like. Right, that's me visit done. Quite enjoyed that. I've been here about an hour, had a good walk around. Didn't see a great variety in bird life, but there was plenty to see. I mean, like I say, you can always come back different times of year.